Welcome to the Victoria Together Living Stronger exercise series. My name is Snej and today I'll be taking you through a strengthening workout using a towel only. But before you get started, make sure you watch the 5-minute intro video so that you can set up your space and exercise safely. Now, all you're going to need for today's session is a towel, a hand towel of this size or any towel will do, and remember to bring a chair along for balance. Let's get started. So let's warm up that body with some marching on the spot. Very good. So we want to lift those knees up. Now remember to stand next to your chair if you feel like you need that extra little bit of support and balance, lifting up through those knees, and use the arms as well, warming up the body. Very good. Let's keep going now for another 10 seconds. Very good. Just moving that body, warming up and relax. We're going to place our hands onto our shoulders, bringing elbows together as close as we can to the front, and we're going to rotate those shoulders around. Make sure that your feet are shoulder width apart, feeling nice and balanced. But again, if you feel like you need to stand nice and close to the chair, have that chair close to you, handy if you happen to need it. Let's go through and do the other way now, lifting up and bringing those arms to the front. Very good. Rotating those shoulders around, opening up through those shoulder joints, getting rid of any tightness you're feeling in the body. Very good. And relax. We are going to bring our feet shoulder width apart and going to do a full body stretch. So our full body stretch, we start with our feet shoulder width apart. We're going to bring those arms back, really stretching out chest and shoulders, and then lift up. Now we can come onto our toes, or we can just come up into a nice little stand and squeeze back. Lifting up with those shoulders overhead, squeezing back. But again, if you can come up onto those toes and activate the calves as well, you can get that extra little bit of balance and work through your calves. Well done. Let's do 4 more. 3, 2, remember to stay flat on your feet. And last one, and relax. Bringing our feet shoulder width apart, bring our arms up to waist height. We're going to swing from side to side, warming up through the spine. If you can see, I'm pivoting on my toes. If you feel like you need to keep your feet flat, do so, but that extra little pivot on the toes is going to give you that stretch through the hip as well as rotating through those ankles. All right, well done. Keep it going. Work with your breathing, warming up the body, reaching as far back as you can, but still being quite gentle. We're just warming up. And relax. Okay, let's get started. So grabbing hold of the towel. Now the idea with the towel is that you can pull against the end of the towel to create a decent amount of resistance. So if you don't have any hand weights at home and you are joining into some of these workouts, you can substitute the towel in. It is a fantastic option. And I'll show you quite a number of different exercises that are going to work all parts of your body today, just using the towel. Let's start firstly with the squat. So we can do the squat without the towel, but I'll show you how we are going to add it in to add a little bit of strength in through our core as well. So just starting off with feet shoulder width apart, we're going to hold on to that towel and just bring in the little tension in the ends of that towel, almost like you're trying to pull the towel apart. We're going to go into our squat and then lift up through those heels, and the whole time we're holding tension onto the towel, keeping those elbows tucked into the sides of your body. By doing that, you're going to integrate tummy muscles as well as upper back. Let's go. I've got 4 exercises to start with, and we're going to do each one for 30 seconds, starting with our squats. Now, if you do feel that the squat action may be a little bit too much, you can get started on the chair and again use your towel and just do a little sit up and then come back into it. So I'll get you to choose what feels right for you and your body for today. Okay, let's start with that squatting action. Tension on the towel, pushing through those heels, 30 seconds, let's go. So that towel remains in the same spot. It's just your heels digging into the floor, pushing back through those hips and squeezing up through those glutes as you come forward. Well done. Chest up, looking forward. Now those arms are going to start to fatigue towards the ends of the 30 seconds, but I'm going to encourage you to keep pulling onto the ends of that towel and adding some tension in through that towel and relax. 15-second breather. We're going to take the towel now into our hands, but we're going to place our hands facing up, palms facing up towards the ceiling, and we're going to use the towel to row. Feet shoulder width apart. We're going to do a slight lean forward, and we're going to pull on the ends of the towel again and squeeze back through shoulder blades. So if you prefer to do this exercise seated, it's exactly the same thing, palms facing up, keep those elbows in nice and close together and just rowing. Okay, let's get started. 30 seconds if you're standing. We're going to do a slight lean forward, pushing on the ends of that towel, and let's go. Squeeze it back. We're going to work for 30 seconds. Make sure your feet are shoulder width apart. You're feeling balanced. Chest is up, looking forward and squeezing back through those shoulder blades, keeping some good tension on that towel. Good stuff. Keep it going. Make sure to tuck those hips under, really bringing that towel back as far as you can, and tension on the end of that towel. 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. You can really feel that, and the more tension you put on the towel, the more resistance you're going to get back. Our third exercise is going to be what we call a limited rotation, working through our core. So we're going to hold the towel palms facing down this time at waist height, feet shoulder width apart, and we're going to turn to one side and then bring it back to center. Turn to the side, bring it back to the center. So this right arm is pulling across, and it's almost like my left arm's trying to resist it. And that translates all into strengthening of that core. So we're going to pull across to the side, back to center, pull across to the side. You can do this one seated as well. So towel out in front, pulling out to the side, make sure we pause in the center. Okay, let's get going then. We're going to do 15 seconds on each side with this one. Towel out in front, tension on the towel, knee slightly bent, and let's go. 15 seconds in one direction. Good stuff. Leading with that right arm, feeling that strength. Good stuff. Make sure you pause straight back into the center. We almost become a little bit robotic with this one. And feeling all of that work in through those tummy muscles. Swap sides, off to the left side now. Lead with that left arm and then pulling back with the right. And that tension is all being felt in those tummy muscles. Keep it going. Almost done. And relax. And the beauty of this towel exercise, as you're putting tension through the towel, those shoulders are working the whole time. I can feel mine definitely fatiguing. Okay, fourth exercise. We're going to do this one seated, and it's a chest exercise. So you're going to sit on the edge of your chair and slightly lean back into your chair, keeping your chest up so we don't want to sink our back into the chair. We're going to take the towel now, and if you're happy to get down onto the floor, you could do this one on the floor as well. So we're going to lean back, bring the towel at chest height. We're going to bring the towel back, but our focus is going to be on pushing that towel, using those tummy muscles, pushing forward. Let's go 30 seconds now. Remembering the tension on the end of the towel. It's really important. And as you get towards the end of that 30 seconds, it's really easy to let that towel go a little bit floppy. And if you need to, that's okay too. Pushing forward through the chest, squeeze it back. pushing forward through the chest, squeeze it back. Now make sure that your chest is up and looking forward, okay, avoid rounding through the back. Almost there, keep it going now. Tension on the ends of that towel and relax. Okay, so there are our 4 exercises we're going to go through and do a second time in about 5 seconds. Pause now if you feel like you need a little bit of a rest. Grab yourself a drink and then we can set ourselves up for our squat with our hold. Starting in 5 seconds, feet shoulder width apart, towel at waist height, tension on the end of that towel, and 30 seconds, let's go now. Pushing through those heels, leading back with your glutes, chest up, look up the whole time, and tension through that towel. Good stuff. Keep it going now, pushing through those heels, getting a good squeeze through the glutes at the top of that action. Now, if that towel does feel like it's sore through those shoulders or you're fatiguing, just pop it down and we'll just continue with our squats for 5 seconds and relax. Alrighty, 10-second breather. Let's go into our second exercise, which was our row. Remembering we're going to reverse our grip so our palms are facing up. You can do this one seated or standing. We'll do the standing, 30 seconds, and let's go. Squeezing those shoulder blades back, feet shoulder width apart. Make sure chest is up, putting tension on the end of that towel. Feel that work, really bringing those elbows back, keeping that elbow as close to the body as you can. Moving backwards and forwards, good work. Almost there. 5 seconds now. Squeeze it back and relax. 10-second breather. We'll get ourselves ready for our limited rotation, which was the one out in front. Tension on the end of the towel, feet shoulder width apart. Let's go 15 seconds to the right side first. Let's go. So we're leading across with the right hand, and it's like that left hand's resisting. Good stuff. Almost there. Keep those hips facing forward, and we're just getting rotation through the upper body. Let's swap sides now. Over to that left side, leading with the left hand, tension with the right. Well done. You can really feel this one. Keep those knees slightly bent. Good work. And relax. Okay, our last exercise was our chest press. So let's put ourselves into position now. Leaning back into the chair, towel at chest height, and push it out, 30 seconds, squeezing back. Pushing out, 30 seconds. If that doesn't feel too comfortable with the lean, you can do it sitting up nice and tall. You are going to get a good shoulder squeeze as well, but the focus needs to be on pushing that towel away. And you can get a really good chest stretch and squeeze if you're putting some good tension on the end of that towel. Keep it going now, almost there. And relax. Whew, well done. Amazing what you can do with a towel. And I can really feel that in shoulders and core. So take a quick break, grab yourself a drink, and I'm going to show you our second round of 4 exercises. Okay, let's get started. So with this next exercise, it's a lat pull down. We're going to use the towel in a very similar way as you would use a lat pull down. Again, you can do this one seated or standing. Tension through the towel, bringing it up in front of your body. Now, we don't want it over our head. We want it in front and sort of at face height. We're going to squeeze back and really bring those elbows back, chest up as much as we can. If you're standing, feet shoulder width apart, knees slightly bent. You can do this one on the chair as well. Same thing, chest up and squeeze back, pushing forward and squeeze. Okay, 30 seconds. Let's go. Knees slightly bent, hips tucked under, and pushing up. Squeeze those shoulder blades back. The beauty of this exercise is, in the gym, you'd probably find that you'd be pulling the lat pull down, and then it kind of releases itself. Whereas this exercise with towels, you're having to use your strength to pull back, but also to push forward. So really feel that work. I know I'm definitely feeling that in back of shoulder blades, and relax. Okay, well done. Taking a seat on our chair. So this is a glute strengthening exercise, and you're probably wondering how we're going to do that with the towel. I'll start on my right side first. So we're going to hook the towel just under our thigh, and we're going to hold it that way with our hands facing towards each other. Now you're going to lift up that leg and push down with that heel, and then lift it up again and push down against that towel. And I can feel that all the way up and activation into my glutes. Really important to strengthen through those glutes to help with our balance and posture. Okay, so give this one a go. Remembering to set that up correctly, hands facing each other, and not to mention you're getting a decent bicep workout holding this in place. Okay, 15 seconds each side, and let's go. Push down and then release. Push down and release. Push down and release. Push down. You can probably see my arm muscles working there as well, because I'm really resisting that action and really pushing against. Make sure that other foot is supporting, and relax. Good one, isn't it? Yeah, I like it too. I made it up myself. No, I probably didn't. Okay, all right, lifting up now, pushing through that heel and relax. Push down and relax. Push down and relax. Good stuff. You can really feel that activation, especially if you do a little pause and hold at the bottom before you release back down. Okay, so you're getting a little bit of movement in the arms, releasing that to the floor, but not much. And relax. Okay, next exercise. We'll do this one seated as well. It's a Russian twist. We're just going to incorporate the towel. So with the Russian twist, we're going to keep our elbows bent and in nice and tight, pulling against the towel again. We're going to do a slight lean back, and we're going to twist from side to side. The more tension you have on the end of that towel, it's going to translate to you feeling that activation in your tummy muscles. Now, you're not going to feel that activation if you're leaning back into the chair, so you really want to have that chest up and lean back and engaging those tummy muscles. Okay, let's go. 30 seconds, side to side. It doesn't need to be a huge lean back, just a gentle lean. Now, I want those feet flat on the floor and keeping those knees as still as possible, so you're really separating your upper body from your lower. Good stuff. Tension on the end of that towel, and just visualize the obliques or the sides of your tummy muscles squeezing to twist you from side to side, and you're working against the tension of this towel. Almost there. Keep it going and relax. Whew, well done. Next one. So the last exercise in this group of 4 is a tricep extension. Now, this is probably one of my favorites because it's probably the most challenging one. We're going to take that towel with the back of our hands facing away from our body. It's really important, this step. And our thumbs resting on our bottoms. So if you've got it the other way with your thumbs away in the back of your hand resting on your bottom, it's going to be the wrong way. You can probably do both, but I just find this way feels better on shoulders. Okay. Thumbs close to the bottoms. We're going to lean forward, knees slightly bent, chest up, very similar to what we did with our row. We're going to keep those elbows back, and then we're going to lift. Really important to pull on the ends of the towel with tension. Let's go 30 seconds. Squeezing back, pushing back, and you can really feel that. There's not a lot of flexion and extension of your elbows. There's not a lot of bend. But you are lifting up and squeezing through shoulder blades, and you will definitely feel this one in your triceps by the time you get to 30 seconds. Okay, you're going to feel it and you're like, ooh, I never knew I could work the back of my arms so well with the towel. Keep it going. Leaning forward, chest up, look up. Yeah, feeling that about now. Lucky we've only got 5 seconds left. 3, 2, and relax. Whew, shake it out. Well done. We're going to go through and do those 4 exercises a second time through. Grab a quick drink and let's get ready. Starting with our lat pull down first, feet shoulder width apart, remembering you can do this one seated as well. Let's go. Bring that towel up in front. We're going to move a little bit quicker through them this time, and let's go. Shoulder blades back, squeezing those elbows back, tension on the end of the towel, knees slightly bent, hips tucked under. Now remembering you're not only squeezing down with that lat pull down, but you're also pushing away, working those shoulders, back of shoulder blades. Keep it going. Well done. Alrighty, almost there. Keep those knees slightly bent if you're standing and relax. Okay, 10-second breather. We're all sitting down this time. Going to place the towel under your right thigh, holding with thumbs facing up, palms facing each other. And let's go. Lifting that foot up, pushing down against the end of that towel. Pushing down and then lift up. Push down, lift up. Good stuff. Keep it going. Pushing into the floor. A little bit of a pause and push against the floor at the end. Activates those glutes even more. Last one, swap sides. Take that towel, palms facing each other, thumbs up, lifting up through that foot and pushing that heel into the floor. Remembering, pulling against the ends of the towel, you're also feeling that in biceps as well as glutes. Creating some good tension for that glute, pushing down. You'll also feel it in the hamstrings as you push against the floor. Good stuff. And we are done. Okay, next one was Russian twist. So we're going to take the elbows in close to our body, towel in front, putting some good tension on the towel. Slight lean back, chest up, and let's go side to side. Keep those feet flat. Try to avoid moving the knees too much. We want that upper body to be rotating against a stationary lower body. Tension on the ends of the towel, really, really important here. Good stuff. Keep it going now. Feel the squeeze of those tummy muscles side to side, shifting your weight, working with this towel, one side to the other. Almost done. And relax. Okay, last one. Let's go through. We're going to do our tricep extensions. Feet shoulder width apart. Knees slightly bent, slight lean forward. Now remembering thumbs against our bottoms, back of the hands facing up towards the ceiling. Elbows tucked in, and let's go. Let's do this 30 seconds. Very good. Keep it going. Chest up, looking forward. Feel that work. And there's a great opportunity not only to feel this in the back of the arms, but also to really squeeze those shoulder blades back. Such a good exercise for upper back as well. Keep it going. Almost there. I know these are pretty tough. 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. Okay, let's shake that out. That was our strengthening component for today. Well done. So you can see how easy it actually is to do a wide variety of exercises with a towel only. And you will find that if you go and have a look at some of the other workouts in the series, you can substitute a towel in for most of those as well. Let's cool down now with a stretch. Just pop that towel away. We'll start with our shoulders because I know mine really feel like they need it. Let's bring those shoulders back and down. Shoulders away from the ears. And lifting those arms up gently, stretching forward. Good stuff. Work with your breathing. And you can do these seated if you prefer. Let's bring that one arm across the body. Use the left hand to bring that nice straight right arm across. Getting a good stretch through the back of the shoulders that have done a whole heap of work today. Holding that towel. Good stuff. And swap sides now. Bringing that left arm nice and straight across. Taking that right hand and bringing that stretch back. Work with your breathing. And remembering with each out breath, taking that stretch a little bit further. Good stuff. Whew. Okay, we're going to just stand or sit, bringing our elbows out to the sides, bent, and we're going to reach back again, a little bit more of a stretch through that chest, and holding that there. Work with your breathing. Very good. Let's take our chair for a little bit of balance. We're going to grab hold of our left foot and grabbing hold left foot with left hand, keeping those knees nice and close in together. If this feels like quite a big stretch, you can actually just bring that left foot forward and stretch forward and give yourself a good stretch that way. Either way, whatever works. Okay, and swap sides now. Change around to the other side. Stretch it back. Good stuff. And holding that stretch, keep those knees together. Very good. Okay, coming to the front of your chair now, taking a seat. We're going to lift up through shoulders and twist over to the right side of our chair, grabbing hold of the back of the chair or the sides of the chair to give yourself a good stretch. Leaning across, stretch it out, feel that gentle stretching back. Make sure that the feet stay as stationary as possible as you're doing this stretch. Very good. Work with your breathing and swap sides now. Stretch it across. Nice stretch, lifting up nice and tall and getting a good twist. Good work. Okay, let's take that right ankle now and we're going to place it onto the left knee and we're going to do a slight lean forward. If you can take these forearms, stack them one over the other onto your shin there, that's fantastic. If this feels like it's enough of a stretch with a slight lean forward, then stick with that. Stretching out through the hips. Very good. Holding that stretch. Nice deep breaths in. Remember to go that little bit further with each stretch. And let's swap sides. Taking that left ankle now, placing it gently onto the right leg and leaning forward. Again, if you can stack those forearms one on top of the other and reaching forward. Good work. Feel that opening up through that hip there. A really great stretch. And relax. Okay, let's stretch out these hamstrings. We'll do it seated. We're just going to extend that right foot forward and we're going to lean onto this bent knee, just reaching forward. If you can extend your arm and get a little stretch through that hamstring, reaching forward as far as you can go. You will also feel a gentle stretch in the lower back. Just reaching forward and relax. Let's swap sides, extending that left foot out, toes facing up towards the ceiling and reaching forward towards those toes. Again, work with your breathing, which with each out breath, take the stretch that little further. Very good. Okay, let's just roll those shoulders out. Good work. That was a tough exercise and especially using the towel, it does really work your body quite strongly. So feel free to do that program again, or jump in and try one of the other Victoria Together Living Stronger exercise series programs. Bye for now.